Okay, I said that there were 6 positions and that one of those positions was the guard. I found it useful to divide the guard into 3 categories, or 3 variations: closed guard, open guard, and half guard. Now we're going to talk about transitions from the bottom, otherwise known as sweeps. Most of these I'm going to show against the standing opponent. The open guard works against standing opponents and kneeling opponents, but the reason I'm showing mostly standing is because, generally speaking, when you have your closed guard and your opponent stands up, you should probably open your legs. So then you need some options. You don't want to panic just because he's stood up and now you don't have any options. Here are some options. So we're here, I'm going to start, for the sake of argument, in closed guard. He's going to stand up. I'm going to open my legs and put my feet on his hips. From here, it depends on how his weight is. If you draw a plumb line down from Don's head, it's right around my belt. So his weight is back this way. If he drives in, see how his head is getting closer to being over my head? At this point, I drop my hips to the floor and I lift him up. Do you see how his feet are off the ground? Come back here. So we're here. He drives in, he comes in, he's pressuring me. I drop my hips to the ground and I lift him up. At this point, I'm going to make him do a forward somersault. He's going to tuck his head. I'm going to put my head to the side and we're going to roll to the top. My feet are clamped on his hips like a monkey climbing a tree. So I'm going to come with him. We're here. He's pressuring in on me. He's coming in. Here, lift, backward somersault. The next one, so I'm here, but now he isn't coming this way, right? His weight is more back. I'm going to release my hands, grab his ankles. From here, I can push him with my feet and pull with his ankles. Stand up and cover his body. It's a very simple sweep. There's lots of variations of this one. But if we're here and his weight is back and I sense that his ankles are within grabbing range, he's in trouble. I grab his ankles, not his knees, grab his ankles, and I'm going to push and pull. Here. Now I have to bring a leg back underneath me, come up, and now I could either just stabilize the position or move right into a guard pass. In this case, it was a cross knee slide. Here are 2 more sweeps against standing, and these go together as well. The first one, I'm going to grab his heel with my hand. My other foot is going to hook behind his knee. So I've got an instep hook on his left knee and a hand on his right ankle. Now I've secured his 2 legs, I can push him with my other foot and come up. From the other angle, we're here. I grab his ankle, I hook behind his knee, my other foot is in his hip, push and pull. He goes over, I come up. The next one is a tomahawk sweep. Just as before, I'm going to grab his ankle. But now instead of my right foot being on his hip, could you lift your hand away, please? It's going to be my left foot on his hip. My other leg goes between his legs and sickles back like this. And I come up and I can either stabilize the position or begin passing his guard. He comes over here. He's standing. Grab his heel. So my right hand is grabbing his heel. My left foot is on his hip. My right foot goes through his legs, and I'm going to sickle and kick. Let go of my leg a little bit, like a side kick with this leg, and a strange kind of hook kick here. Stand up again, please. You're there. That looks like a strange sweep, but it's maybe the most powerful of the 4 sweeps I've shown you so far. I want to give you a couple more examples of transitions from the bottom. I'm going to show you one of my personal favorite sweeps, and it's a very, very powerful sweep. One that you would do mostly on a kneeling opponent. Don, kneel here, please. I'm going to take my arm and secure the underhook. I am sitting in a butterfly guard. That means my insteps are on the inside of his legs. We're here. Come underneath here, hold him tight. Control just above the elbow. From here, I'm going to throw my head sideways, and I'm going to lift with this leg, and then secure a variation of side and out. So showing that from this angle, come over here please, Don. I'm going to get the underhook here. I'm going to throw myself sideways and lift. Kick out here and come into side and out. The final thing I'm going to show isn't really a sweep, but it's an important thing to know. Come here please. Anytime I'm in open guard and he's not controlling my legs, I have the option to kick him away slightly, come up on my hand, and stand up. It's important not to get locked into this idea that I'm on the ground, I need to stay on the ground. Maybe my goal is to run the hell away. If he's got a bunch of friends coming, I need ways to get out of there. I don't need ways to get into a great position and start working for a cross choke armbar combo. I need to run. So we're here. Let's say he stands up. And let's say I've switched to open guard. So long as he's not controlling my legs, I can push him away, stand up, and then hightail it out of there.